For the last couple of years, you've felt it, right? Every time you go to the store, prices just keep ticking up. And for big brands, well, they had it pretty easy. They just passed all those costs right on to you. But that free ride? Oh, it is over. What comes next is a whole new ballgame. We're going to break down exactly how Coca-Cola is ripping up the old marketing playbook and using AI not just to find customers, but to literally create them. Look, the whole strategy that defined the economy for the last few years, this idea of price-led growth, it is just slammed headfirst into a brick wall. And the reason is simple. It's you. It's us. We've all kind of hit our limit. There is no more room to just raise prices without people just walking away. The era of easy money is officially dead, and a much, much harder, but also smarter game is just getting started. And this is the billion-dollar question that has every CEO, every marketer, every single founder completely freaking out right now. If you can't just charge more, how in the world are you supposed to grow? What's the next move? Well, Coca-Cola thinks they've cracked the code. And in this explainer, we're giving you their playbook for this wild new economic reality. So before we look ahead, we gotta understand why the old map is totally useless now. The ground has literally shifted under our feet. And the strategies that worked just last year, they are a guaranteed recipe for failure today. The party is officially over, folks. For 2 straight years, that massive wave of inflation gave companies the perfect cover to jack up prices and just rake in profits. But look at this chart. See what's happening? That wave has already crashed. So if you try to use price hikes for growth right now, you are absolutely going to wipe out. Okay, so if you can't force people to pay more, you have to do something else. You have to persuade them to want more. And that right there is the absolute heart of Coca-Cola's new strategy. It's a massive pivot away from the hard limits of price and a full-on sprint toward the infinite potential of preference. All of it supercharged by AI. It really is a tale of 2 different worlds. You know, the past was all reactive. Inflation goes up, so prices go up. Simple. But that's a game with a really low ceiling. The future, though, it's proactive. It's about using technology to manufacture desire, to make your product the only real choice in someone's mind. This isn't about reacting to the market anymore. It is about creating the market. Okay, I know what you're thinking. That sounds great in a boardroom meeting, but what does it actually look like in the real world? How do you actually build an AI engine to persuade billions of people? All right, let's pop the hood. Welcome to the new creative assembly line. This thing moves at the speed of light. First, AI generates hundreds of concepts. Then it drafts scripts, creates images, spits out social posts. Then, and this part is absolutely key, the human experts step in. They refine it, they guide it, they make sure it actually feels like Coke. And then it launches, gathering data in real time and learning what works instantly. But, all of this automation brings up the massive elephant in the room. What happens to the people? I mean, what's the point of a creative human when a machine can spit out 1,000 ideas before you've even had your morning coffee? Let's just put the scariest question right out there on the table. With this powerful new AI engine, is Coca-Cola just about to fire all its ad agencies? Are the writers, the artists, the strategists, are they all suddenly obsolete? The answer, and you can breathe a sigh of relief, is a resounding no. And the reason why is something called the hybrid model. See, this isn't about replacing humans. It's about elevating them. Think of the AI like the ultimate tireless intern. It does all the grunt work, the endless variations, the data crunching, all the boring repetitive tasks. And that frees up the human creatives to do the stuff that only they can do. Here is the bottom line, and it is so important. A machine has zero taste. It doesn't get irony, it doesn't understand culture, and it sure as heck doesn't have the soul of a brand that's been built for over 100 years. The human teams, they're not just creators anymore. Now they are the conductors of a powerful AI orchestra. They're the curators, the strategists, they're the guardians of the brand's very soul. Okay, let's bring this all home. What does all of this mean for you? For your business, for your side hustle, for your career? Because let's be clear, this is not just about a soda company. This is the playbook for how to win in the next decade. Let's break down what you need to know. If you only remember one thing from this whole thing, please make it this. AI is moving upstream. For years, we all thought of AI as this boring, back-office tool for, making supply chains more efficient. That's old news. Today, AI is a frontline weapon. It's not for saving a few bucks in the accounting department anymore. It's for actively going out and winning customers. So here they are, the new rules for growth, straight from Coca-Cola's playbook. Number one, stop thinking of AI as a cost cutter and start seeing it for what it is, a Revolut driver. Two, use its insane speed to test everything. Don't make one ad, make 50. Find out what works. Three, demolish your old timelines. What used to take months should now take days. And number four, probably the most important rule of all, don't replace your creative people. Empower them. Make them the directors of this new AI-powered show. So let's end on this thought. For way too long, the entire conversation about AI in business has been about saving money, about efficiency, about cutting back. Coca-Cola is showing all of us that that's just thinking way too small. This technology is not a tool to save money. It's a tool to make money. It's a tool to create desire, a tool to win the future. So the only question left is, how are you going to use it?